Have you ever wondered if YouTube is a good lead generation strategy for you? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing how we've gotten tens of thousands of views on a brand new YouTube channel and how that YouTube channel is adding people to our email list every single day on autopilot. Hi, my name is Amanda Abeyo. Welcome to Make Money Your Honey. On this channel, we talk marketing, sales, systems, and mindset so you can simplify your business and amplify your life. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single video. And since we're going to be talking about YouTube content, YouTube strategies, and what is working on a brand new YouTube channel that's generating leads for us every single day, I have a free gift to help you plan out the content. You guys have been following me on the channel for a while. You know I'm a huge fan of Notion, which is like a database software system. A lot of people call it like their second brain for organizing ideas, and I use it to organize content. So what I've done is I've put a free Notion template together for you that you can just pop into your own Notion account for free, and you can use that to help you map out your social media content and your social media strategy, including YouTube. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to grab it below. Okay, so let's get into it, right? Let's talk about how we've gotten tens of thousands of views on a brand new YouTube channel and how that YouTube channel has been generating new leads and new email subscribers for us every single day. So the YouTube channel that I'm talking about is one that Justin and I started together. It's called Entrepreneur Expat. Some of you already subscribe to us over there. And that is the channel where we talk specifically about expat content, living overseas. In particular, right now, there's a lot of content on that channel about living in Mexico. We did a little test drive of the YouTube channel last year. In fact, we did some behind the scenes videos of us putting it together, which you can find here on Make Money Your Honey, because I was bringing you guys along for the ride. We did a little test run. The test run went well, and then life got in the way. And we didn't really publish anything on that channel until the last month or so. And in the last month, it's generated tens of thousands of views, hundreds of subscribers. We're getting leads to our email list every single day, and that channel is basically growing on its own. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking down exactly what's working. I'm going to reverse engineer, and there's going to be a lot of marketing lessons in this video. So make sure to bust out a pen and paper or save this into a playlist so you can refer back to it over and over and over again. So the first thing that we need to talk about is that we need to start with the end in mind. Now, the reason why I say this is because this is the difference between randomly putting content on YouTube, like I did on this channel originally 15 years ago when I had no idea what I was doing, and actually being strategic and using it as a marketing machine and using it for business. So number one, we tested some content here on Make Money Your Honey first. When I moved to Mexico, you guys had so many questions, and I was like, okay, well, let me just answer a couple of the questions. And what I noticed on this channel is that you guys were really into the expat content. Now, then we ran into a little bit of a dilemma, and this is actually something that I get asked about a lot, which is if you should have separate YouTube channels depending on what it is that you're talking about. And now I can definitively tell you yes, and here's why. So on Make Money Your Honey, I was experimenting with all these different kinds of content, and that's actually led to a little bit of a slower growth on this channel, probably because the algorithm's a little confused, right? But what I saw was that there were specific pieces of content that the audience was really interested in that could be its own sort of niche topic and niche channel. And part of that was the entrepreneur expat content. Part of that was the content about living in Mexico, the content about living overseas. So I was like, maybe we should have a whole separate channel for this because it's kind of a really niche topic for a very specific group of people, which is lesson number one. If you really want to make YouTube work, find a niche topic for a specific group of people when you're first starting out a channel, because YouTube loves some niches. It really does. Then once you nail it for the niche, then you can start expanding outward a little bit if you want to. So that was number one. The second thing is I don't do any of this stuff for my health. Like, I'm just going to be honest, right? YouTube is work, right? It's not as much work as it used to be, thanks to a lot of software and tools and things that we have at our disposal right now that we didn't have 10 or 15 years ago, but it's still work. So if I'm going to go through all that work, I'm going to find a way to monetize the work. That's just how my brain thinks. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. I'm very practical in that way. Sometimes I'm practical to a fault. But I was like, if I'm going to do that much work and start a whole other channel that's very niched, I'm going to find a way to make money off of it, or at least find a way where it could complement, what we're already doing and what's already bringing money into the business. So we actually worked on the back end first. So what I did is I did a lot of SEO research. I did a lot of keyword research. This is something that we teach our clients how to do in our Effortless Revenue Mastermind. We do a deep dive on what that looks like, and we will help you create your own SEO strategy so you can build your own lead machine. And so I did a lot of research on topics that would perform very well in the expat space, and again, specifically Mexico, because that's where we live right now, so it's very niched. So that's the second thing I did. And then the third thing that we did is we actually built the funnel before we went hardcore with the videos. So we tested a couple of videos to see how the marketplace would react. They reacted very well. And then we had the data to kind of be like, okay, this is worth continuing to pursue. This is worth actually building out a whole funnel for on the back end where we can funnel people into our programs. Because our logic behind it wasn't that we were going to go start a move your business offshore company. There's other people who can do that. We're not going to help you with your taxes overseas, but we can send you referrals and we can get commissions for those referrals, number one. And number two, well, what makes it a lot easier to move overseas if you have an online business? What have I been teaching since 2017? How to have an online business. So I was like, all right, it's just another angle with which we can generate leads to ultimately either sell our products and services that we already have or refer them out to connections that we've already made in the space. So we actually started with that. Why? Why did I start with that? Because if I wanted this to be successful, I had to understand what the point and the reason of it was. A lot of people create just to create and then they exhaust themselves, or they don't do things properly. And I know because I used to be this person. Before I understood SEO and data and analytics and how to really do these things and do them very well, I was that person. I was like, idea, execution, which is great. It's a really great skill to have, but you have to learn how to marry that with being a lot more strategic and methodical. And with Entrepreneur Expat, we knew that we wanted to be more strategic and more methodical. So that's the background, right? That's like the pre-work that made this channel start performing the way that it has. Okay, so now let's get into a lot of the marketing reasons as to why this channel is popping off. Why do we have videos with thousands and thousands of views? Why do we have a TikTok from the channel with over 300,000 views? How do we have so much engagement, like hundreds of comments on one video and thousands of comments on a TikTok? How did we make this happen? Because it was not by accident. So number one, we knew that Entrepreneur Expat was going to be slightly controversial just because of the very nature of the topic. A lot of people, number one, they have a problem with the word expat, as they have let us know in the comments, but we knew that they were going to have a problem with the word expat and that would lead to a lot of engagement. The second thing is that we knew that our particular audience for that brand was Googling how to be an expat. So it was very intentional. We knew that it was a brand that was going to alienate some people, the people who were not going to be a good fit for the community or potential clients, and that it would attract the people that we're trying to attract just from the name. We knew it. We absolutely knew it. And just from the subject matter, we knew that that was going to happen. And so it's kind of a polarizing topic. And just the very nature of it is polarizing. The very nature of it gets people arguing in the comments with each other. And we knew that when we picked the name. And that's why, particularly on TikTok and Instagram, we have tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of views on the entrepreneur expat videos without us having to do anything. We just like post a video and let people fight in the comments. So that's number one. We knew it was polarizing. We knew that it was going to alienate a group of people while attracting another group of people. And when you're trying to get marketing going, that is one of the greatest things you could possibly do to get things moving very quickly and build community. The second thing that is that it lends itself to controversy insofar as the world is always changing, right? So for example, a couple weeks ago, we posted a lot of videos on that channel about, I think it was like 6 or 8 or something like that within the same week. And the reason why we did that is because we had the Donald Trump legal cases going on, and also Mexican elections all going on at the same time. So we took advantage of the fact that both of these countries were making worldwide news all over the world, and that there was very big news going on. We knew that there would be a lot of people Googling how to leave the US. We knew that there would be a lot of people Googling how to move to Mexico. We also knew that there would be a lot of people Googling how the Mexican peso is performing against the US dollar. And we knew that there would be a lot of people Googling the Mexican election results and what happened in Mexico. So we took advantage of that with the newsjacking. We took advantage of that by, number one, posting more frequently during that week-long period, but number two, speaking on topics that lended itself to stuff that people were already Googling because it was world news. So that particular channel lends itself to newsjacking a lot more than Make Money Your Honey would, right? Like Make Money Your Honey doesn't really lend itself to newsjacking unless it's something like a TikTok ban. Right? Entrepreneur Expat lends itself to newsjacking all the time because the world is constantly changing and countries are always changing. To that effect, moving overseas is a trending topic right now. You have literally an exodus of Americans and Canadians going on right now, and there's like this global game of musical chairs, so we said, let's capitalize on a trend. So up until now, as you can see, like there was a lot of research that went into this. And again, we teach all of our clients this in Effortless Revenue Mastermind. And there was also a lot of good timing, that it wasn't an accident. We knew that the timing was good. The timing was done on purpose. And we knew that we were going to get the results that we were getting based on what was going on with what people were searching, what's trending, what's in the world news. We knew how to capitalize on all of that. So the next reason why that channel is taking off so much, other than really good SEO and newsjacking and trending topics, which if you just do those 3 things, you've got a YouTube channel that's going to take off, is because the content that we post is actually extremely valuable. So if you haven't checked out that channel, it's basically me and Justin, 2 talking heads. It's not even like really stylistic, very well edited videos. It's just the 2 of us literally talking on camera, answering a lot of the questions that we've been getting in the DMs for the last year about what it's like to move to Mexico, right? So it's very community oriented. It's very community based. A lot of the content that we're creating is literally just answering people's questions. At first, it started with people just sending me DMs. Then it started with people on Facebook tagging me in posts when someone was interested in moving to Mexico or moving to another country. I mean, I literally get tagged weekly in Facebook posts of people asking questions. Or now that the YouTube channel is going, there's people in the comments just telling us what kinds of videos to do. So it's very community oriented, very community based, and that's working really well for creating the content and making sure that that video takes off. And then finally, in terms of how we're using it to build a new email list basically from scratch and how it's generating new email subscribers every single day, we knew that a lot of people would be Googling how to move to Mexico. A lot of our videos have to do with Mexico. So we created a free guide on how to move to Mexico to supplement a lot of the videos that we have on that channel. And we're constantly promoting it on the videos. We are constantly promoting the Move to Mexico guide. And then once somebody opts in for the guide, then, the emails, text messages, all that stuff is automated, and we already have offers that we can sell to that email list and that group of people. So I hope you guys found this really helpful. As always, I come to you guys with data. I come to you guys after I've experimented with stuff. This is not a bunch of theory. This is stuff that we've actually done and that we've actually tested. And what's cool about YouTube is once you crack the formula, then you just repeat the formula over and over and over again. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single video that we have coming out on this channel. And make sure to share this with a friend who might need it. And if you have a YouTube channel that you would like eyeballs on, new subscribers, drop it in the comments below so we can all subscribe to each other. And with that, I will catch you guys on the next one.